You know, part of his charm, well, part of his genius is just he says what's on his mind.
His genius.
Yes. He started our conversation with Jensen, this is Secretary Lutnick. And I just want to let you know, whenever you need access to the president, you call us. We're always going to be available to you.
And this is potentially the most embarrassing clip that, the most embarrassing segment that I've ever seen. And that's really saying something, because the last several years of Joe Rogan's podcast have been just an unmitigated disaster. Just the de-evolution that we have seen, it's truly remarkable. It's hard to even put into words how humiliating this is and how really just like detrimental this is to our society. Anyway, so he has Jensen Huang on, which is NVIDIA's CEO. NVIDIA is now at like a $3 trillion market cap. They're the ones that are leading the AI tech race. They produce all of the chips that are supposed to power these things. Jensen Huang is going to admit some things. Again, I'm not quite sure how to pronounce his name. He's going to admit some things that even to me, I found quite shocking. Like, I thought he was better than this. I thought he was smarter than this. I thought he was one of these CEOs that at least, like, because of the success that he's had, at least ostensibly with his company, and I just thought he was smarter than this. I thought he was smarter than this. I thought he saw clearer than this. And I don't know if maybe he's playing three-dimensional chess and just sucking up and sucking off Trump because he knows that it'll help him get, subsidies and fair treatment or whatever it is. But these people are so completely spineless. It's hard for me to fathom, honestly. It's hard for me to fathom the spinelessness of these people that, either they're so dumb, they're so ignorant that they, truly feel the way that they feel, or they are just playing this disingenuous game, which then you're just an immoral fuck, and it's equally disturbing. So anyway, let's get into this clip. I'll have some comments along the way, I'm sure, but here we go.
Joe Rogan experience.
It was the first time we spoke at SpaceX. SpaceX the first time. When you were giving Elon that crazy AI chip.
Right, DGX Spark.
Yeah, ooh, that was a big moment.
That was a huge moment.
That felt crazy to be there. I was like watching these wizards of tech like exchange information, and you're giving him this crazy device, And then the other time was I was shooting arrows in my backyard.
Pause. Just these wizards of tech. Like, you just hear how much Rogan like slurps these people. He thinks that they're these fucking like magical, like inventors of society. Like, Elon Musk is a fucking dumbass. He's a degenerate, like far right groiper, Nazi troll freak, like scumbag. He's a terrible person. He's not that smart. And Joe thinks that they're like these geniuses.
And the other time was I was shooting arrows in my backyard, and randomly get this call from Trump, and he's hanging out with you.
President Trump called, and I called you.
Yeah, it's just
we were talking about you.
It's just
we were talking about you. He was talking about the UFC thing he was going to do in his front yard.
Yeah,
and he pulls out. He's Jensen, look at this design. He's so proud of it. And I go, you're going to have a fight in the front lawn in the White House? He goes, yeah, you're going to come. This is going to be awesome. And he's showing me his design and how beautiful it is. And he goes, and somehow your name comes up. He goes, do you know Joe? And I said, yeah, I'm going to be on his podcast. He said, let's call him.
He's like a kid.
I know, let's call him.
He's like a 79-year-old kid.
He's so incredible.
Yeah, he's an odd guy. Just very different. Like what you'd expect from him, very different than what people think of him, and also just very different as a president. A guy who just calls you or texts you out of the blue. Also, when he texts you, you have an Android, so it won't go through with you. But with my iPhone, he makes the text go big. Like,
is that right?
USA is respected again. Like, all caps, and it makes the text.
He's giddy. He's giddy like a little school child. He sends me little text messages, and they blow up on my screen. He's such a child. He's so fun. It's so funny.
Large. It's kind of ridiculous.
Well, the one-on-one President Trump is very different. He surprised me. First of all, he's an incredibly good listener. Almost everything I've ever said to him, he's remembered.
Yeah, people don't. They only want to look.
Because you have more money than him, and he wants to be you.
At negative stories about him or negative narratives about him. You can catch anybody on a bad day. Like, there's a lot of things he does where I don't think he should do. Like, I don't think he should say to a reporter, quiet piggy. Like, that's pretty ridiculous. also objectively funny. I mean, it's unfortunate that it happened to her. I wouldn't want that to happen to her, but it was funny. Just ridiculous that the president does that. I wish he didn't do that. But other than that, like, he's an interesting guy. Like, he's a lot of different things wrapped up into one person, you know?
You know, part of his charm, well, part of his genius is just he says what's on his mind.
His genius.
Yes.
And that's
Which is like
also,
an anti-politician in a lot of ways.
Right. So you know what's on his mind is really what's on his mind.
Which
And he's
I think
telling you
people
what
prefer.
he believes. I do that
Some
too.
people. Some people would rather be lied to.
Yeah, but I
Yeah, and they are lies. And you might say he speaks his mind. He sounds like he's a straight shooter. That's what people do like about him. They're not wrong. But half of what he says, if not more, is just straight up verifiable lies. He is a prolific, degenerate liar. And like, you're painting him as if he speaks his mind and what he's saying is, you know, truthful, where it's the complete opposite.
I like the fact that he's telling you what's on his mind. Almost every time he explains something, he says something, he starts with you could tell his love for America, what he wants to do for America. And everything that he thinks through is very practical and very common sense. And, you know, it's very logical. And I still remember the first time I met him. And so this was, I'd never known him, never met him before. And Secretary Lutnick called, and we met right at the beginning of the administration. And he told me what was important to President Trump, that United States manufactures onshore, and that was really important to him because it's important to national security. He wants to make sure that the important critical technology of our nation is built in the United States, and that we reindustrialize and get good at manufacturing again because it's important for jobs.
It just seems like common sense, right?
Incredible common sense. And that was like literally the first conversation I had with Secretary Lutnick. And he was talking about how that he started our conversation with Jensen, this is Secretary Lutnick. And I just want to let you know that you're a national treasure. NVIDIA is a national treasure. And whenever you need access to the president, the administration, you call us. We're always going to be available to you. Literally, that was the first sentence.
Isn't that
That's
something?
pretty nice.
And it was completely true.
Pretty nice.
Every single time I called,
Guys, oh, wait.
if I needed something, I want to get something off my chest, express some concern, they're always available.
Every time I needed to get something off my chest, anytime you pick up the phone, anytime you need to give us a call, Jensen, just give us a call. We'll be there to pick up the phone. Do you get that privilege? Do I get that privilege? Does the small business on the street get that privilege? Does, 99.9% of the country get that privilege? No. Why? And what's the difference between you and me and this fucking guy? Is that he's got billions of dollars and he's a fucking billionaire oligarch, and the government loves that. They are built, made, and paid for by people like him, and they love this shit. They love the corruption. They love the fact that they have the oligarchs sucking up to them, and they love to be able to just let them run the show the way that they want to. This is our government now. This is our government. Whatever you need, Jensen, just pick up the phone and we will hand deliver it right to you, whatever you need.
Trouble.
It's just unfortunate we live in such a politically polarized society that you can't recognize good common sense things if they're coming from a person that you object to. And that, I think, is what's going on here. I think most people generally, as a country, as a giant community, which we are, it just only makes sense that we have manufacturing in America, that especially critical technology like you're talking about.
And this is why Joe doesn't, he's not responsible enough to be in this position. He doesn't know enough to be in the position where he has the media platform that he has. Guys, it's great. It's great to talk about having manufacturing to reindustrialize in the United States. We've been hollowed out. We've been, dismantled and destroyed and, sold out to China and everywhere in the world and Mexico and whatever. We need it. He's not wrong, but they're not doing it. We're losing manufacturing jobs. We're losing small businesses. It's not coming back. They're not doing the industrial policy. The tariffs are a disaster. The policy is a disaster. And any of this reindustrializing that's going to happen, they're going to just replace it and automate it with AI and robotics and all that shit. It's not happening. And Joe, he takes whatever the line is, whatever the propaganda line, whatever it is that Trump says, or whatever the line is on Fox News or in the right-wing ecosystems, he takes it, He puts it into his brain, doesn't analyze it, and then just throws it up onto his podcast. And that's his process. It's completely irresponsible.
Kind of insane that we buy so much technology from other countries.
If United States doesn't grow, we will have no prosperity. We can't invest in anything domestically or otherwise. We can't fix any of our problems. If we don't have energy growth, we can't have industrial growth. If we don't have industrial growth, we can't have job growth. It's as simple as that.
Right.
And the fact that he came into office and the first thing that he said was drill, baby, drill. His point is we need energy growth. Without energy growth, we can have no industrial growth. And it saved the AI industry. I got to tell you flat out.
This is such slimy shit, man. He's trying to play both sides at the same time, and it's not working. He's trying to say, oh, no, I know what Trump meant when he said drill, baby, drill, was he meant generally more energy production in all phases. He wasn't just talking about fossil fuels because climate change is a big problem. Like he's like hint, hint, wink, wink. He's like, no, I'm on your side, drill, baby, drill, but also I know he also meant like, expand all energy access. Like, no, he meant drill, baby, drill. He meant fucking clean coal and all that bullshit. And like, they don't care. They don't believe in climate change and any of that stuff. So stop playing this two sides bullshit. Like, you know what you're doing.
If not for his pro-growth energy policy, we would not be able to build factories for AI. We would not be able to build chip factories. We surely won't be able to build supercomputer factories. None of that stuff would be possible. And without all of that, construction jobs would be challenged, right? Electrician jobs. All of these jobs that are now flourishing would be challenged. And so I think he's got it right. We need energy growth. We want to reindustrialize the United States. We need to be back in manufacturing. Every successful person doesn't need to have a PhD. Every successful person doesn't have to have gone to Stanford or MIT. And I think that sensibility is spot on.
Guys,
Now,
this is the guy that is running the largest company in the United States, the most important, the largest company in the United States. And either he is a complete degenerate imbecile, or he is a fantastic liar. Either way, it's not good. It's not good. This guy holds the economy. He holds the American economy in the palm of his hand. And he fucking doesn't know his ass from his elbow. Are you kidding me? And look at the fucking comments. This is on Joe Rogan's channel, on his JRE Clips channel. Look at the comments, everybody. His fucking fans, whoever still honestly watches this and doesn't just hate watch it. Absolutely destroying him in the comments. Do not trust the tech oligarchs in all caps. 672 likes, 47 replies. Jensen has the only washing machine in the world with a leather jacket setting. Yeah, a guy only wears the same outfit every single day. What is up with these guys? Like, they just have the same, like, I mean, I wear the same polos every day, so I guess I can't, judge that much. But finally, you have fucking $300 billion. Buy another jacket. Trump calls Joe. Elon is Joe's best friend. Wang is just Trump's best friend. It's all a big club, and you're not in it. Quoting George Carlin, the Joe Rogan billionaire propaganda promotion experience strikes again. Meanwhile, they aren't actually building out energy growth. Instead, are passing the cost off increased demand to general households. Exactly. The government could create incentives and spend money to build out nuclear, industry-leading natural gas technology to create vastly more supply, not only to meet the demand, but exceed it, therefore lowering energy prices for average Americans while simultaneously creating tons of jobs to develop the infrastructure and grid needed to meet and create the supply. But nope, just plop a data center down in the middle of some town and charge the homeowners $1,000 per month for electricity. Exactly. They have the capacity. There are policies that exist to be able to spread the cost out, except they're just saying, nope, the American people, again, are going to foot the bill. The middle class, the American worker is going to foot the bill again and again and again. So we are paying for it up front. And when the whole thing comes crashing down, God forbid, who's going to pay for it again? You bet. You guessed it. Fucking American people, the middle class. It's already been hollowed out to fucking bones. Then somebody slurping NVIDIA stock price. And there you go, on and on. So there you go. The people understand it. People are aware of it. It's disgusting. The show is a complete joke at this point. You're just getting slop from one end and then slop thrown back in the other end, and it just circles down the drain into fucking shit. So that is the Joe Rogan experience these days. Complete disaster. Let me know what you guys think about that in the comments. Lord help us all, and God bless the United States of America.